Good morning, everybody. I hope you're doing okay. Today, we're going to be learning how to take footage that we recorded earlier, and we're going to put it into our WeVideo, and we're going to learn how to make an instructional video. I hope you're having a good time with all this project stuff, and today we're going to learn how to bake a cake. There is another video that I'm going to be giving you guys that talks about how to bake the cake. I'm actually going to give you guys the final video from what we just did and what we're editing today. And here we are in WeVideo. Now, the first thing that I want to show you guys is how to set up your video. I went into My Media and I went into Import. And all I did was I drug in all of the media. Now, this could be from your camera roll on your phone. This could be from Google Drive. You can always click down here to import from your social sites, Google Drive, etc. First thing you want to do is you want to import all of our media. Now, you can see that I've done this here. I've got a folder. I called it Cake because I'm baking a cake. And in here, you can see all of the videos that my kids and I made today on how to make a cake. Now, they say video 1, video 2, video 3, so you can kind of see the order that they're in. But right now, what we're going to do is we're going to look through all these. And you can see here, this one here, if I just single click on this, it brings up a preview. Point it right at here.
All right.
And you can see this happens to be one of the cute videos. My kid took it, and I'm putting the cake in the oven there. So here's what I'm going to do. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking all of these pictures and videos, and I'm going to be putting them into some kind of an order, okay? And so I'm going to take a quick pause, but basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this, I'm going to bring this down, I'm going to grab this, I'm going to bring this down, and I'm going to be putting these into a specific order here. And what I can do is I can also zoom out of here so I can see where I am. And I'm going to do a quick jump on this video, and I'm going to come back when all of these videos clips are in their proper order. Okay, here we are. I've taken most of my clips and I've put them here in my timeline. And this is really important. There's no editing involved here. This is just dragging clips down. I use the zoom tool here to get in and out. Really simple. Okay, and as you can see here, I've got stuff with my hello. And then we went to a video of me talking about the cake pan. And then we're going to be putting the cake mix together. We're putting it in the oven. We're frosting it. And then finally, we're eating it. So here I'm telling the story of my cake adventure with my kids today. My next job is to go through and edit it. Now, I'm going to take another pause here. And when I come back, this thing will be edited down. I'm going to chop this thing up into various pieces, and I'll show you what we're going to do next with our video. All right, here we are on the next phase. You can see I've done a lot of work to this. I've taken all of the shots and I've broken them down into the various spots. I've essentially edited out the front and the back of each of these. Now you're going to notice that right here I've got some of these markers. And right now what we're going to do is notice that here I have the word cake box, and over here on this marker it says water. What I did here is as I was editing out this, in other words, what we call the A roll. Okay, the main footage here, there's some things that I want to put over top of this, otherwise known as the B roll. You have A and B. And so this one here says cake box. Now, over here, I'm going to zoom into here just a little bit. Let's see, where's those markers? All right, so over here we have our markers, and right here it says cake box. And I have a video up here of the cake box, and that is going to be right here. And I'm going to grab this cake box. I'm going to stick it right here. Maybe I'll shrink it down just a little bit. And so that way, as I'm here, and let's see if I can hit this. Here, what flavor is this cake box?
Chocolate fudge!
That's right. And in order to use this, we need some extra. So let's see. I have this now. I'm going to shrink this down just a little bit. And because I don't want this just to be a regular thing, I'm going to come into animation, go into edit. Maybe I'll zoom in just a little bit. So that way, as we're going through here, you know what? I also want to adjust the sound. I don't want any sound on this video. So I'm going to drop this down. This cake box here, what flavor is this cake box?
Chocolate fudge!
That's right. And in order to use this, we need some extra ingredients. The first thing we need is
3 eggs.
So over here, we mentioned 3 eggs in the video. So I'm going to take this clip of the eggs. I'm going to bring it down here, just make it a little bit smaller. And the same thing. Let's see. How do we do this? First thing we need is
3 eggs.
3 eggs. And the same idea, I'm going to drop this down over here. I'm also going to come over to the animation. I'm going to zoom in a little bit on these eggs, move this over here, and let's check that again. Ingredients. The first thing we need is
3 eggs.
3 eggs, and we're going to make sure that these things are at room temperature. All right, so the next one here says water. I'm going to grab the video of the water, put this here. It is
Water.
We're going to need some water. How many cups of water, Robert? And again, let's animate this. We'll have it come in just a little bit. Oh, maybe not that much, just a little bit. And again, we're going to drop the volume down to nothing here. It is
Water.
We're going to need some water. How many cups of water? Awesome. And then this one here said preheat the oven. I have a video here of me preheating my oven. We're going to be doing with our cake mix is preheating the oven to 350 degrees. And one more time, let's drop the audio level to this. And also, let's do a little bit of animation as we go through here. Not too much, just a little bit in here as we go. All right, so the first thing that we're going to be doing with our cake mix is preheating the oven. All right, so now that we have that, now we're on to our next step, which is putting music to this entire presentation. All right, so here we are on our next step. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to be adding audio, adding music to our project. I'm going to come up here to the audio clip, and we have a lot of different options here. We can have everything here under free music. You also have everything here under premium music, or you could bring in any other piece of music that you'd like from your collection. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on here on cheerful, and you're going to notice that, first of all, right here, I have a timeline. It's about almost 13 minutes long. Clearly, none of these clips are 13 minutes long, so I'm just going to start to choose some random stuff. And for this project, just show you guys how to add some music. I'm going to add my music here. Hey guys, welcome to the kitchen. Today we're going to be talking. I kind of like that, but notice I want to be able to duck this. So right here, I'm going to double click, and I'm going to adjust the audio volume of this. All about how to make an amazing cake. I've got 3 helpers with me. Would you like to introduce yourself? I kind of like that. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add music to the rest of my project. All right, here we are. Finally, we are done with our project. You can see I've got my main rolls here. I even put in some transitions. I've got my music. I have it fading at the end. And finally here, I've got my B-roll. Last couple of things I need to do is I need to come up here to where it says My Video, and I'm going to call it Mr. Bradbury's Cooking Video. I'm going to hit OK. Make sure that it has everything. Last thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to hit Finish. I'm going to make sure it's HD. I'm going to export it out to my Google Drive, and we're going to have some fun. I'll even change the, we'll do this one here as the thumbnail, all right? So here we go. We're going to export all of this stuff, and then we're going to turn it in. Thanks so much for watching.